Good morning, student. Myself, Dr. Yogesh Pating, Assistant Professor in Commerce, TS College of Commerce, Varda. Last lecture, we discussed about the simple series or individual series of calculation of arithmetic mean. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss the discrete series. As I explained you earlier, that simple or individual series, it's actually a standalone series. It doesn't have any frequencies. You can see only one column where you just have to do the workout or calculation on that particular one set of data. In discrete series, we have two columns where one is actually the information given, another is the frequency of repetitions of that particular information. Here you can see in this particular problem, here look, here there is a mention of discrete series. This is a problem of discrete series. What we have to do here, from the following statistical data, find out the arithmetic mean. Look, here the information is given. This is the age in years, and these are the information of frequencies, means number of persons. Now, how we are going to interpret this data? Look here. If a person whose age is 17 years, how many people are, how many persons are there? There are 7 persons. Okay. Age 18, how many? 8. 21, how many? 35. So when there is a repetition of data, then generally it is getting interpreted with the help of frequencies. So this is the first set of information which has been given, and this is actually the frequencies where we can find out the number of repetitions. Now just we will see the explanation of that. Now look here. Now we just place that data in a tabular form here. Age 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. This information is being given. Then these are the frequencies of that particular information: 7, 8, 15, 25, 35 and 10. Now we have to prepare another table here, fx. Now why we just have to prepare the information? Because the information that is going to be needed in a formula, that we have to prepare in a tabular form. Here actually what is our requirement that we have to prepare? Our requirement in a direct method is summation fx divided by n. Okay, now summation fx is actually come from summation of fx. Summation of fx. Now fx comes from what? This is f and this is x. Multiplication of these two columns, you will get fx. Understand? So why we prepared fx? Because that is a requirement from our formula, because here we need summation fx. If we just extract the things, summation and fx, so fx is actually comes from f multiplied by x. So here you will get the fx, and when you are going to do the addition of all those things here, items, you will get summation fx. Understand? So what we have to prepare here, we have to first prepare the fx. 17 multiplied by 7, 119. 19 multiplied by 15, 285. 20 multiplied by 25, 500. 22 multiplied by 10, 220. Here we just had the information of fx, but we don't need fx, we need summation fx. So summation fx, after adding all those items, all those data, here we got the summation fx. Then the answer of summation fx is 2003. Now we had the information. Once again, we have to just calculate the n. Now n is not the number of items. Number of items is actually when you are doing the calculation in simple series or individual series. Here now n is now the total of the frequencies, because here we don't have to do anything with the items here or original information. We just have to do the calculation on frequencies. So n equals to 100. How 100? 7 plus 8 plus 15 plus 25 plus 35 plus 10. Here you will get 100. So now we had the information, summation fx 2003, n equals to 100. Now we are just going to put out this information here. Summation fx divided by n, 2003 divided by 100, so 20.03 years. This answer is in years because we are just calculating the years. So what is the arithmetic mean? The arithmetic mean is 20.03 years, the mid value of those particular column. Okay, now here we just did the calculation with the help of direct method, as we had seen the formula in previous lecture. Now we are just going to the same calculations with the help of indirect method here. We just put the information like this. They are the same: 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 7, 8, 15, 25, 35, 10. You can see the same information. Now we are going to solve this particular problem in an indirect method. I hope you understand the direct method. Now moving to the indirect method, once again just want to tell one thing, that in examination you don't have to solve the problems by these two methods. One method will be okay. So you just do your own calculations of your time management. The method you think is actually time saving, the method you think is easy for you, just go by that method. This is my responsibility to you to explain you direct method and indirect method. Okay, in a particular physical classroom teaching, the things will be more simple, but again we have to just cope with this particular corona pandemic, and we have to find out the midway of delivering the lectures. That why we are adopting this thing. Okay, this thing is not that much comfortable in comparison to classroom teaching, but again doing something is always better than doing nothing. So we are just adopting the ways here, these ways. Now moving to this our solution, we just put out the information in the way what we need. Now what we need, first we will see the formula. Formula is mean equals to a x plus summation f dx divided by n. This is our formula. So what we need dx, we need f dx, we need capital N, because these are the requirements. Look, this is our formula of discrete series of indirect method. Okay, so what we have to find out first, we have to find out dx, deviation from x. Then we have to find out f dx, deviation from x multiplied by f. Okay, then we have to find out summation f dx, means the calculation and the summation of entire addition of that particular f dx column. We have to find capital N, we have to find x, assume mean, and after that we will get that answer. So this is our formula. So what we have to first prepare, we have to first tabularize the data as per our requirement. So coming to previous slide, so this is age 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 given information. Frequency, this information is also given, n equals to 100. Okay, now what we have to find out here, as I mentioned earlier, first we have to find out the dx. Now what is dx? Dx is actually deviation from x, means we have to subtract the assumed mean from column x, and that subtraction is actually our deviation from that particular x column. So here what we assume now, 17, as this is the smallest value of that particular column set of information. We just select this 17 as our assumed mean. That will be our value that we are going to subtract from each of the values of this particular column. That thing will be dx for us. So 17 minus 17, 0, 18 minus 17, 1, 19 minus 17, 2, 20 minus 17, 3, 21 minus 17, 4, 22 minus 17, 5. I hope you understand this thing. Now this is our dx column, but we don't need dx, we need f dx and then summation f dx. So this is your dx column, this is your frequency column. So f multiplied by dx, you will get f dx, as we did here, same things. Okay, like this. So 7 multiplied by 0, 0, 8 multiplied by 1, 8, 15 multiplied by 2, 30, 25 multiplied by 3, 75, 35 multiplied by 4, 140, 10 multiplied by 5, 50. So we just got the information of what? F dx of each and every row. But we don't need f dx only, we need summation f dx. So after doing addition of all these items, we will get 303, that is summation f dx. Now what we have, assume mean x as 17, we have summation f dx 303, and we have the value of n 100. Now we will put these values in our formula and we will find out the answer. The answer that we got with the direct method is 20.03. then we will just cross check the answer that we will get from indirect method, and if these two answers are same, then we will see that we will just get that our way of solving answer is or way of solving this particular problem is easy, what we can say, correct. Now moving to the formula, this is a formula mean equals to x plus summation of dx divided by n. As you remember, x is 17, the assumed mean, summation of dx 303 divided by n value 100. At the time of solving this type of equations, follow the rules of arithmetic. What are the rules of arithmetic? First you have to solve the brackets, then you have to solve the multiplication, then you have to solve the division, then you have to do the addition, and then you have to do the subtraction. I'm once again repeating: first solve the brackets, then do the division, then do the multiplication, then do the addition, and then do the subtraction. That sequence you have to follow at the time of solving the arithmetical problem. So what we are doing here, we will just write the 17 as it is plus 303 divided by 100, it will be 3.03. so the answer of mean is now 20.03. As we will cross check the answer, we have the same answer that we had got by direct method. So I hope you understand the discrete series by direct method and indirect method also. This is again one problem for your what we can say, for your practice, for your revision of this particular topic. Here also we did the same thing, dx f dx. Here the arithmetic mean is 100, the smallest value. You just have to subtract this 100 from this particular column, you will get a dx. Then you have to do the multiplication of these two columns, you will get f dx. Then you will get summation f dx. This is the total of this on frequency, that is 200. You are going to put these values in particular problem, and here you will get the answer of 118.25. so this way we can solve the problems of discrete series either by using direct method or indirect method. I'm once again repeating the same thing, that there is no need to solve the problem by these two methods in examination. The method which you think is simple for you, the method which you think time saving for you, that method you can use actually in your examination. So I hope you understand the discrete series. In next lecture we will have the look at continuous series. I hope you understand this point of discrete series very well. Thank you.